Right, so we finally arrived at the place we're going to be staying in Dorset, and the sun is boiling. It's really hot today. I actually managed to bring the moth trap in just in case this beautiful view that we've got can have some moths. And look how beautiful it is. We've got a view right there, just poking out into the distance. Look at that. Look, we've even got some cows over there. So that's nice. So I noticed how there was quite a lot of wildlife generally around where I was staying, such as this species of click beetle. So we packed ourselves up, settled in, and this is what happened on day one. I am at RSPB. This is one of the most famous nature reserves in southern England, and apparently it's got loads of cool stuff. And I'd really like to see what we see, but it's just so hot right now. Whew. Let's see what we find. Oh my god! Forget Arn Heath. It's Coombe Heath. I meant Arn Desert, because isn't a heathland just basically a desert, but they're not calling it a desert because that would sound weird because it's in the UK. This is practically a desert at this point. Come on. Seconds after arriving at RSPB, I noticed that there was a Dartford warbler that was flying about. However, I didn't manage to get the best footage, but hopefully we'll get some better footage later on. Oh, I think I found a green tiger beetle. Try to spot it. Oh, it's right there. Right. Need to get close to it, but it will fly off. Please focus. Oh, yeah. There it is. Green tiger beetle. That's so cool. First green tiger beetle of the UK. Last time I found one, it was in the Czech Republic. Now found one in Great Britain. These are wood ants, and if you know me, I don't like ants in the slightest. And look how many of them. Wood ants are probably the worst types of ants. They're massive. They grow up to 10 millimeters in length, which for an ant is huge. Look at them. This is Here we have two wood ants fighting over a caterpillar so that they can feed them back to their babies. Suddenly, on a path that I was walking on, a lizard scuttled along the path, so I immediately went to check, and it was a baby sand lizard. Now, the video isn't done yet, alright. I am looking for an adult green male sand lizard, and hopefully I can get some footage of them mating. That is my goal. Then I saw a nationally scarce species of insect. Now at first this may look like an ordinary beetle, but no, this isn't any ordinary beetle. This is a black-tailed click beetle, which is very rare across England and basically everywhere where it's found. So I am really happy to walk past a fern and see this line on it. And I think insects can be really underrated. They can be so cool, and I am just really happy I found this. Then I suddenly found 2 Purbeck pigs lying on the pathway. At first I thought they were dead, but then I realised that they were actually alive. They were just exhausted by the heat, and they were just lying and baking in the sun. But these weren't the only pigs that were here. There were also some other ones that were actually active, like shoveling up all of the dirt, as you can see here. And they are pretty common around where in the woodland area, and they help reptile management by getting rid of the woodland shrubs and actually encouraging heather to spawn, where that obviously benefits a bunch of reptile species. RSPBN is easily the most beautiful nature reserve I've ever been to. It has a stunning view. It is just absolutely gorgeous. After walking away from this rabbit and into the heathland, I saw a female sand lizard literally looking up at me. This was really cool to see, but it isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the bright green males. After a bit of walking, I finally managed to get to the osprey hide, and immediately I found 2 ospreys in a nest pole, and I couldn't believe this because I didn't think they were going to be there, but they were, and I was really happy to see this. There were some other bird watchers there, and it was really nice to see. I got some decent footage of it. I mean, they were far away, so don't expect the footage to be too good, plus the fact that my lens has been dropped into the sand multiple times. But this was definitely one of the animals I wanted to see when I went to Arn, so mission complete for this one. Let's go! Finally got an osprey. Oh, I knew they were around RSPBN, but I never could get any footage. Finally, I got an osprey. Now, as well as how good this video is going to be, I'm also going to be uploading a few moth traps, which won't be in this video, but I will do them as separate videos. Well, as I usually do, and also, if you're into moth trapping, you're going to like this video, because there's a lot of cool moths that I get. Now, considering it was really hard work in the beaming sun looking for wildlife, so I decided to relax at the on-site cafe with the chocolate ice cream that I got, looking at the beautiful illustrations of the wildlife found at Arn. Along some of the dead hedges while I was going to leave, I saw some painted ladies. Now, these are pretty common around Dorset, but I have actually never seen one. This is the first time I've seen one, so I'm really happy to find this species. At first, I didn't know what this species of bird was when I was filming it, but then after doing a bit of digging, I realised it was a lesser whitethroat. I've already seen the greater whitethroat, so now I've got the lesser whitethroat. However, for this bird, I absolutely know what this bird is because I knew what it was when I was filming it, and this is a chiffchaff. They are very common, and you may have heard them walking through the woods. Then I had my first encounter with a stonechat. This was very quick because it flew away before I actually could get a good shot of it, but still, it is a stonechat. Around where I was staying, I saw a chaffinch. These birds have a very loud, powerful song that can be heard very clearly while walking through various habitats. And that's about all the wildlife I filmed for that day, so let's move on to day 2. So we went to the Studland National Nature Reserve, also known as Studland Bay, and immediately when we got there, we saw so many swallows flying around, and this is the first time I've actually gotten a proper shot of a swallow. I have before on my other channel in the Suffolk video, but they weren't that good. This time, I'm actually getting nice footage of them because they came really close to the camera. I also believe I found a Kirby's sand wasp, but I'm not currently sure because there are many species that look similar. Anyways, we arrived at the nature reserve and this place is absolutely beautiful. And because all of the people have gone to the beach, which they're more excited for, I had plenty of space to find sand lizards because there was not many people disturbing them, because not many people actually went into the heath. I have seen so many sand lizards just run across the floor and then completely disappear. And I haven't been able to film a single one because they're so fast. Or, they even see one, I just see something scuttling in the corner of my eye, and then when I go to check, it's not there. I just found one now. It's a bright green male. Can you see? Now, I kept hearing sand lizards scuttle when I was walking across the path. There were obviously quite a few of them, but every time I stepped around, I just couldn't find one. I tried to move the bushes a bit to see if they'd run away or something like that, but no, often they just disappear even further. These things were so hard to find. It was absolutely ridiculous how hard it actually was. Then suddenly I saw 2 sand lizards mating, and I figured that this was the best time to try and take footage because I noticed that I got really close and they just didn't mind at all. So I got even closer and even closer, and because of that I managed to get some really good footage actually. And then probably the craziest thing happened. They ran straight into my hand. I can't believe it. This is happening right now. Right, before you start absolutely raging in the comments, I'm not even joking in the slightest. These ran away and literally went into my hand. I am not joking. That is... What? I'm going to put them back now because these are actually really endangered. Can't believe it. That was... I literally just found 2 sand lizards. Not only I found 2 sand lizards mating, but also they just started running about and somehow crawled into my hand. That was probably the... I actually can't believe it. Like, now, that means I've only got 1 more lizard to go before completing all the lizards in the UK. And that's the viviparous lizard. And I think we're going to smash it. I mean, we've already found the rarest. That's the rarest, so we've got that out of the way. So I think, hopefully, it'll be much easier. After that crazy encounter, I saw many more sand lizards along where I was walking, including another bright green male. I didn't get as good footage, obviously, but still, it's very prominent that you can see it there, and they are absolutely beautiful. They're also really rare, though. Now yes, I have successfully found the sand lizard, but this is the end of the video because there's still so much more wildlife waiting to be discovered right in this video. So let's go on to day 3. Now what's really interesting about these guys is that they're caterpillars, but they're called bagworm moths because they create like they get materials like wood and grasses and a bunch of stuff from nature, and then basically kind of make an armor around them to protect themselves and so that they can camouflage within the environment. Just spotted a sand lizard. Do you see it? Do you see it? No. Look. Oh yeah. Look at how green he is. So I arrived at Great Ovens Nature Reserve, and apparently it's a really good heathland for all 6 of the British reptiles. All of the reptiles in the UK can be found here, and I found some Dartford warblers. These are the first Dartford warblers I have ever seen in my life. They are actually really rare, so I was quite happy to see them, and there were lots of them around, as well as more sand lizards. Now, the reason why there are so many sand lizards, even though they're rare, is because at their breeding season, the males are going out, they're having this beautiful green colour, and they're looking for the females. So that's why there are so many of them.
if you thought the last footage of the Dartford Warbler was good, then this is going to be even better. Above a gorse bush, singing beautifully, there was a windchat. Now, according to my bird list, it says that I've seen a windchat before, but I don't believe that because this is actually, in my opinion, the first time I've actually seen one. I might have mistaken it for another bird, but I do believe this is the first time I've seen a windchat, so yes, a new species for me. On the same day, I went to Swanage, where along the coast I found this shore crab, and that was the only animal I saw there. Now, there were a few more crabs, but this was the only one I really managed to film because they all tucked away and I was losing time. That's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.